Good morning everyone. I am Rosemary J. Dumabok and today I will be discussing about the information technology in education. Information technology literally refers to any development that mainly involves computer-based information system comprising of software application and the computer hardware. A more conventional and perhaps contemporary meaning of the information system is the use of electronic systems that can assist towards retrieving the required information. Information technology in the modern day and age has a lot to do with communication and accessibility, which is mostly where the use of technology or computers is associated with information. Communication covers a huge part of what information technology is for the people of the modern age, because when we think of accessibility and easy life, we automatically point toward technological innovation such as the internet and the mobile phones, along with a thousand other inventions. Indeed, it has made life extremely organized and structured, but at the same time, we have failed to acknowledge the threats and dangers that it brings along with it. We cannot ignore the fact that there are over thousands and thousands of intrusions each day, which has ended up affecting the lives of people in an unfavorable manner. Now, in the year of computers and web networks, the pace of imparting knowledge is very fast, and one can be educated. One can study whenever he wills, irrespective of whether it is day or night, and irrespective of being in US because of the boom in IT. Now, IT has made it easy to study as well as teach in groups or in clusters. With online, we can be united together to do the desired task. Efficient postal systems, the telephone or fixed and mobile, and various recording and playback systems based on computer technology all have a part to play in education, broadcasting in the new millennium. And multimedia approach to education, audiovisual education, planning, preparation, and use of devices and materials that involve sight, sound, or both for education purpose. Among the devices used are still and motion pictures, film strip, television, transparencies, and audio tapes, records, teaching machines, computers, and video desks. The growth of audiovisual education has reflected developments in both technology and learning theory. Studies in the psychology of learning suggest that the use of audiovisuals in education has several advantages. All learning is based on perception, the process by which the sense gain information from the environment. The higher process of memory and concept formation cannot occur without prior perception. People can attend to only a limited amount of information at a time. Their selection and perception of information is influenced by past experiences. And authentic and up-to-date information, the information and data which are available on the net, is purely correct and up to date. Internet, a collection of computer networks that operate to common standards and enable the computers and the programs they run to communicate directly, provides true and correct information. An online library, Internet support thousands of different kinds of operations and experimental services. One of each is online library. We can get plenty of data on this online library. As part of the IT curriculum, learners are encouraged to regard computers as tools to be used in all aspects of their studies. In particular, they need to make sure of the new multimedia technologies to communicate ideas, describe projects, and other information in their work. Online learning. It is a term used to describe distance or correspondence courses that are offered over the internet. The courses offered through online learning covered a wide range of subjects, audience, and prices. This educational method is growing in popularity as a cost-effective method of providing access to education for a large population. There are, fi- there are five main reasons behind the growth in online learning. The first is the access, second is efficiency, third is the stability, the fourth is the cost, and the last one is the technology. Also, there are two types of online courses access. This is the open and the restricted access. Open access is allow virtually anyone with an internet browser to view the course's material. This type of online learning does not require interaction with an instructor. The material covered can range from very specific instructions to university-level courses. This initiative removes the barriers to advanced knowledge and allows anyone with interest to learn. The restricted access is used to limit the class to registered students. This course offers instructor interaction and are typically the method used by courses that require grades upon completion. Other types of learning is the distance learning. Distance learning, method of learning at a distance rather than in a classroom. Late 20th century communication technologies, in their most recent phases multimedia and interactive, open up new possibilities, both individual and institutional, for an unprecedented expansion of home-based learning, much of it part-time. The term distance learning was coined within the context of a continuing communication revolution. The converge of increased demand for access to educational facilities and innovative communications technology has been increasingly exploited in face of criticisms that distance learning is an inadequate substitute for learning alongside others in formal institutions. A powerful incentive has been reduced cost per student. At the same time, students studying at home themselves save on traveling time and other costs. Distant learning is attractive for several reasons, including convenience, flexibility, and peace. It is convenient because students can study when and where they want. For those who work or have families, the flexibility to schedule classes around such obligations is important. Better access to children with disabilities has information technology that brought drastic changes in the life of disabled children. IT provide various software and technique to educate these poor peoples. The integration of information technology in teaching is a central matter in ensuring quality in the educational system. There are two equally important reasons for integrating information technology in teaching. Pupils must become familiar with the use of information technology, since all jobs in the society of the future will be dependent on it. And information technology must be used in teaching in order to improve its quality and make it more effective. E-learning is another term for online learning. As long as someone has access to a computer and a network, the ability to learn via the internet is vast and can happen at any hour of the day without having to physically attend a class. It can include taking a class for a few hours to spending a significant amount of time on the course learning for fun or for the purpose of earning a certification of degree. Online learning community is a website or series of websites used to create a community on the internet in which people can learn and develop into in a structured or semi-structured way. This type of community can be established in conjunction with a classroom or e-learning class, as is often found with forums or bulletin boards set up for an online class, or independent of any structured learning environment. The community can encourage the active participant of all members on an equal level, or may elevate certain members to teacher status while others can act more as a student. An online learning community can center just on any sort of topic or type of learning, depending on the needs and the interests of its members. Another type of learning is the mobile learning. Mobile learning or M-learning is a type of distance education that allows people to learn from curriculum presented on mobile device. M-learning often supplements traditional classroom instructions or, or e-learning instructions and gives students access to educational materials from nearly any locations. Frequent use of mobile devices prompted the development of this alternative education format. With M-learning technology, instructors can create educational podcasts and audio lectures. M-learning is a flexible educational technology that people can access from anywhere at any time. Mobile learning encourages stronger interaction between students and their professors. It also can be cost effective because many people own mobile device and don't need to go out and purchase new technology access course materials. The last one is the e-conferencing. One of the exciting new ways that people communicate these days is by e-conferencing. That first letter stands for electronic. Such e-conferencing is usually done via the web, but server-based e-conferencing is common as well. The most common kind of conferencing is the internet chat, otherwise known as internet messaging or simply IM, whether you realize it or not. Every time you engage in one of these sessions, you are e-conferencing, even if it's just a social chat between friends. It can still be classified as e-conferencing.